Now we've been floating around the palace, but let's actually kind of land and look around at this site. As I said, it was a multi-leveled structure, and these stories, these elevations, were held up by many columns. Here we are looking at a reconstructed stairwell in the palace of Knossos, and as I said before, the columns were made out of wood that were then painted in blue. I know it looks like black, but it's blue, yellow, and red. And a lot of these columns are holding up the structure in these stairwells. Stairwells are rows of stairs that wind around up or wind down. These stairwells not only do they connect the levels of the palace, but they also provide light and air to the stories or the levels below. Here we're looking down at one right now. Do you know what I mean about, so the stairwell will go down the palace levels and it's open above that lets in light, and it also allows for air circulation. And I like this image here because it shows you the empty ones where there once were wood columns, and then it also shows you those that have been reconstructed. This column is so distinctive to the Minoan culture that it is your next vocabulary term. So the term is the Minoan column. And the construction is made of wood, painted red. It has a plain red shaft, so this center element here, with a simple rounded echinus capital. Don't worry, I'm going to show you another slide which explains that crazy word. The distinction of the column, what makes it so Minoan, is that it's narrow at the bottom and it's wider at the top. Do you see that? It angles down and in. This column is not by mistake, it's intentional. Here, to help you identify what's going on in that definition. So the shaft is the height of the column, and then the capital is the head, the top. And the capital is in the shape of an echinus. An echinus is this thing right here. It's a sea sponge. Archaeologists and art historians, when they were digging at Knossos, they noticed not only is this column distinctive to Minoans because it's wider on top and it's narrow on bottom, but they also thought that the capital, with this very soft, round, almost like cushion, resembles the sea sponges that populate the ocean floor around the island. And it wouldn't be an unfair assumption that they would make some kind of a marine reference for their columns because it's everywhere. Here, check this out. This is another artist restoration, and we see, and we'll look at the actual artwork itself, but there are dolphins and minnows, fish swimming around, the ocean wave spirals. Here you go. Here's the actual room itself with those dolphins and those fish. So it wouldn't be a stretch to then assume that the capitals are meant to resemble the sea sponges that litter the floor on the ocean around them.